Hello everyone, welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play episode 67. And today I honestly have no idea what we're going to do. I haven't done anything really for prep. I'll figure out something. But I do want to show you guys what we got from our trip in the cave. I didn't spend too much longer in the cave after I ended up stopped recording last time. But I did manage to find another zombie spawner over there by the Dark Oak area. So I got some mossy stone, which will probably actually replace some of the blocks on the road, which I need to do, where I ran out of mossy stone beforehand. And I was gonna, right, that's right. I got a good bit more of coal, probably about a stack of blocks and a half, and then a little bit more. I got about that much redstone. I got those iron, 2 stacks and almost half a stack of iron. 15 gold, about 11 emeralds, I think, and a good bit of lapis as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all we got. Unfortunately, we didn't find any diamonds, but it's not a huge deal. We got enough diamonds to make it last. So yeah, let's go up here and start replacing some of these stones in the road with moss stone to just to do what we need to do. Now, say my problem is in this world I haven't done. I gotta make sure it's okay. It is on normal. I haven't done any prep work, and it's mostly just because I haven't had time. I've done prep work for other series and stuff, and I just haven't messed around with it. And so after next episode, because I'm gonna record next episode right after this. I'm gonna get down on a lot of prep work. I'm gonna try to, at least. I'm gonna try to get a lot done. And so by next time you guys see us, we'll probably have the road completed. And this will be figured out a lot better. The spawner will be completed, that's for sure. I still got to work on that. I'm thinking about adding a road to this way right here, but I might just add it from the back so you don't have to make a road right here. But I don't know, I might make it loop around. I have no idea. But yeah, we'll see. I am really proud about how this turned out, though. I really am glad about that. And we'll probably over the because after next episode, I've pretty much met my quota for these episodes. Because I've talked about this a lot, but I'm going to say it one more time. I've talked a lot about how I can't record at home, so I come over to my brother's and I record. And I usually record a few weeks ahead of time, so I can go home for a few weeks and then come back over here and record some more, and then go back home and kind of chill. And during the time where I go back home, it's usually a few weeks. Now I usually play the game a lot. I get a lot of prep work done. Because I don't know, it's weird. It's really weird that Minecraft is still one of those games that I play regularly. Like, after so many years. I mean, I didn't even play WoW that long. I've played this game longer than I've played WoW. Okay, I played WoW before this game, but as far as actual time in, I've got way more time in this game. And it's just crazy. But I still play this game consistently, and we'll get a lot of prep work done over the next few weeks while I'm catching up on videos, putting them out, and kind of emptying out my hard drive. And so yeah, we'll do a lot of prep during that time, and I plan on designing the first house for this area. I got to figure out what I'm gonna do right here, because I don't know what I want right here. I feel like I want some sort of lake right here, and then because I want a lake, right? I want a little mini lake, and then I want it to lead off into its own little river, and I want to have like a series of canals through the village. So I'm thinking the lake should be right here, and then I can make the lake right here, and then make the canal lead off into this, and then go down here, and then come back over, and then we can make bridges in certain places. It just adds like a certain element to the design, because I'm gonna have to. Now that means that I have to design buildings a certain way, and I have to build bridges and just cool stuff like that. Now, as far as the village goes, I want all of the houses to be functional. I want all of them to be 100% functional. That means that they're either a farm, which I doubt I'll do any farms in the houses because I have that whole underground cave thing going. But if I do any sort of farm, it would probably be related to the villagers. Like I can actually, trade with the villagers because of this farm. But either way, we're going to get some villagers, and we're going to bring them in, and we are going to we're going to put them in each house, and depending on what they sell, we're going to do that. And then we'll probably design a lot of other houses that don't necessarily need to have a function, but they will have a function. Even if it's not even for them to trade, even if we just build the house to have certain villagers in, then that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, I don't, we'll figure it out. But let's I don't even know why I started walking away. Let's continue placing down some mossy stone. Let's place one right there, and put one right there. Let's put one there. There. I don't know why I keep placing string. Let's put one here and here. So if I'm correct, this should be a Monday episode. So you guys are about to watch this week is the last week for. Yeah, this is pretty much my last week for recording, and then I'm going to catch up on everything and then record. So it's not like I'm going to miss any videos, but yeah. So yeah, this should be a Monday. I'm going to get a lot of prep work done on Attack of the B Team too. I plan on, I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in its own episode. But I plan on over the few weeks after I go back home on Sunday for Father's Day, I'm gonna get a lot of stuff done. I'm gonna get on Attack of the B Team. What I want to get done is I want to get a lot of materials together, because I might have a lot of materials, but it's not necessarily like complete or anything. And I want to get a lot of stuff together. I want to get a lot of Tinker's stuff going, and prepped. I want to get my basement ready and everything, and you guys know all about that. But yeah, I want to get all that done so that we can actually progress on that. Man, this one spawner will give you enough mossy cobble to really stretch somewhere. And this is probably the first time ever that I've been able to actually use mossy cobblestone. Besides Venturesome Craft Season 1 for me. I actually did use mossy cobble in my road in that series, I think. Yeah, so the road's going to continue here, but I just ended it off so you guys could, so I could just end it off. So yeah, now that we got that done, let's go. Let's go back up here, and I want to terraform this side a little bit better, but I feel like I should just leave it blank and I should put more trees along the side. Oh, that's actually a good idea. Let's do that. Let's go get some saplings and some cobblestone, and let's do that, because I do want to plant more trees along the side, and I feel like just to continue with the foliage, and I think it'll work out really nicely. And this is going to be for show once this down here is fully operational, once I find a skeleton spawner. And so I'll be able to grow grass around it, is my point. I want to find a permanent lighting solution to this area. Like, there's lights I could put on the house besides these torches. So we are going to do that at some point. We also might put lights in the trees instead of just the torches. We might put lights in the ground. I might put some sort of, like, I don't know. The trees, I think, should provide enough light, but whenever we get to over here where there's not a whole lot of trees, I think we'll have to provide a lot more light from the house. And I should probably do some sort of like lake lighting too. Like I could put some sort of lighting at the floor of that little pond. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I really can't wait to see what the new water mob is. By the time this is out, maybe we've already seen it, but as of right now that I'm recording this, it's June 13th, so I have not. what are we doing? What was I gonna do? Oh, trees. That's right. So I don't have any stuff out here, but I do have the cobble. So let's get the cobble. Let's put that up. And let's go get our saplings. Uh, so yeah, I need and soon we're also gonna start working on this. We might start working on it. No, we're not gonna start working on the next episode. I'm gonna figure out it all out over during all my prep time, and I might start another series as well. I don't know, like, cause I was listening to a podcast and I was listening to some people talk about grindy games because they were talking about WorldStar, and they started talking about World of Warcraft, and it kind of made me think, they were like, oh, I've invested so much time, and then they were talking about how certain series, that like they hate to, because it's a Let's Play podcast pretty much, it's full of Let's Players, and they pretty much talked about how they hate having to quit a series, but sometimes games are just very, taxing, and just hard to play, and they're very aggravating and stuff like that, and that's how I felt with Witcher. Starbound I stopped because of just technical difficulties, and also because that game kind of died off quickly. I'm glad it did get stopped where it was, because really it wasn't that big of a deal in the first place. Um, uh, but my saplings are over here. But I'm losing my train of thought. What am I trying to say? But World of Warcraft, for example. World of Warcraft is... They were talking a little bit about World of Warcraft, and a guy talked about how he spent so much time in the game over the years, and he's just kind of over it. And I kind of feel about that way about my World of Warcraft, and I'm going to have a deep, intimate discussion about World of Warcraft right now. World of Warcraft, I've spent a lot of time in the game, and the game is really fun. I mean, when you can have friends and you can just have fun and you can level up, that's what I like about the game. I could level up characters forever and have fun at the game, just come back when I want to. But the problem is, when I get my characters to a high level, I just want to do Battlegrounds, and I want to get the BG gear. That's what I want to do. That's what I like to do. When people... But, some people, they're like, oh, man, you got to join our arena team because you're really good. And then I join their rated Battlegrounds. And then we do their rated Battlegrounds. And then when it starts to feel like an obligation and a job, I don't want to play the game anymore. And that's probably why I quit playing most recently. And I know I came back for a minute, but I didn't really come back at all, because the more I got on, the more people were hounding me again, like, oh, dude, you're back, you gotta help us with the rated Battlegrounds, and it just bugs the shit out of me. Like the game is so much fun. I really do love the game, and don't get me wrong, whenever I buy time and I feel like playing that series, I'm gonna continue the series. But as of right now, I'm pretty much over the game. And I've been over it for a long time, and I come back every once in a while and play just for fun until it starts to feel like an obligation again, and then I quit. And so that's what I did last time, that's what I did this time. That's it's weird, because at first, when I first started playing World of Warcraft, I was severely addicted to that game. The game's a lot of fun, and it is very addicting, because all you want to do is play it more and more. And then it's like, I'm the kind of person, I think, where is this game going to be in 10 years from now? So why am I putting this much time into it if I'm not having fun? It's part of the reason why I quit playing StarCraft. Because that game, and I talked with Poldu about this, but that game is very, very taxing, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Like it, because every match you're on your toes. You are on your toes, just spamming not spamming, but you're getting your APM up. You're trying to win. You're trying to scout. You have to multitask so many different things, and it's really really taxing game. Like it drains you, and I don't know, man. And so, I like to play games where it's like, okay, this story, I can beat it, or this sandbox game that doesn't matter. I think that's why I stick around on Minecraft so much, because it's just a sandbox game where I can just build stuff, and the game doesn't necessarily have an end. It doesn't, and the whole my whole world in this game isn't just revolving around this save file. It's about what I made, and the fact that I can back up save files and nothing will ever be lost, and I don't have to pay for the game over and over and over again, is really amazing. Like, because if you think about World of Warcraft 20 years from now, it may still be going. Who knows? But and I know they're talking about a revamp, but I don't know if the revamp will include your old characters or what. I don't know how they're going to do that. But we'll see. We'll see how they do that. Because eventually people will quit playing on the current way it is. But yeah, I mean, World of Warcraft, it's, 10 years from now, whenever your characters aren't there anymore, what did you accomplish? You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't accomplish anything. And I try to stay away from games like that. That's why after I became a little bit of a trophy whore or achievement hunter, whatever you want to call it, for a little while. And so, that's all I did. And then afterwards it was like, well, 10 years from now, what is it going to matter that I got this platinum in this game, or I got all the achievements unlocked for this game on Steam? What does it matter? And so really that shit started to really dig into me and made me like not even want to play games anymore. And then I kind of had the idea, well, it's like, well, just play the game to have fun. Just don't take it so seriously. Just, it's not that big of a deal. Same as Call of Duty. It's like I've spent so much time into Call of Duty trying to be serious, and where did it get me? If anything, it taught me how to, since I wanted to do YouTube with Call of Duty, it taught me how to it taught me some valuable skills and how to record and how to talk and stuff like that. But that was more of just me, trial and error, and that would have happened with Minecraft the same way it did with COD. So I don't think I don't think of anything more than that. But I don't know. World of Warcraft right now series. Let me get back to my original point. It's the series is going to come out, and it's and I know I keep talking about it. It's not like people are demanding the series, but I'm just, I still want to keep you guys updated on the series, because I don't consider that to be an ending series, but I do kind of want to finalize my stance on it. The series will come and go, and I might have an episode this week, but I might not have an episode next week. In a few months might go by, and then I'll come out with another episode. That's how that series is going to be. It just depends on when I feel like playing the game, because I mean, I've spent too much money on that game already, just for shit that doesn't even matter. And I don't know, sometimes like it's really it bothers me so bad to start thinking that, man, I wasted time on this game. And to think that I wasted time on a game is stupid. And especially after like doing YouTube, that's why I wanted to do it again with Minecraft, because I was having so much fun with Minecraft, and I saw the people doing Let's Plays, and I felt like there wasn't a point for me to continue playing the game if I couldn't show people what I was making. So, and also YouTube kind of makes me strive to be a better builder, which I really like. And so yeah, I really enjoy YouTube, and I really enjoy Minecraft and games in general, but World of Warcraft, I don't know, it's very demanding, and I don't know, I don't like it anymore. I do like it, but I don't, and it's mostly because of the people. If people weren't on there to bother me, then it'd be completely different. But the fact that when I get on, people are like, oh, you don't have this gear yet? You're level... What a fag. Oh my god, you didn't get this gear yet? Oh my god, you're such a noob. Or like, you'll suck in a battlegrounds and you're trying to get your gear because you just hit max level. And they're like, oh man, you suck dick, They're like, oh, you suck dick, dude. You can't even. It's like, yeah, because they all have resilience, motherfucker. I know they remove resilience with Pandaria, but I honestly haven't played Pandaria too much. Um, and I don't even remember what the stats are like now, so whatever. But you know, it used to be resilience back in not Burning Crusade, Cataclysm days, and and they'd be like, "Oh my God, you know, you suck dick." It's like, yeah, I don't have any resilience armor because I just hit level 70. Suck my balls. You know, and it's too demanding. I don't fucking like it. Um, it's really, yeah, but I mean, I played that game for like a year, and then all of a sudden it was like this switch in my brain where I said, I don't want to play this anymore. I was just walking around bored in the game, and then I was like, why am I playing? Like, I literally questioned myself, like, why am I playing this? Like, I don't have fun on this anymore. So I gave all my gold to my friend. I said I was quitting playing, and I told him if I come back, I'll want my money back. And you know, I came back probably 2-3 years later, and he gave me my money back. And so yeah, my friend's probably the best example of it. He played the game really hardcore for a long time, but now he plays it off and on like me. You know, he'll get off for a few months, and then he'll come back on and do some PvP stuff, and then he'll get off. And it's pretty interesting to see how he plays the game, because I mean, we pretty much do the same thing now. That's really the main reason I only come back, is to kind of talk to him, like just to say, hey man, what's up? You want to do something? You know, because I feel like playing the game, you're the only person I know on here. Um, and yeah, and there's also too much drama. I've had my fair share of drama with that game as well. Just people being stupid. It's like, why am I wasting life and energy arguing with people over this fucking game? Like, it's really stupid. And I know sometimes I get really preachy in my episodes when I talk about certain stuff, but I really did want to talk about that just because, I don't know, World of Warcraft's like that. And I mean, hell, StarCraft is like that too. StarCraft is very demanding. It's a really fun game, and I've played it recently. I played it with my brother. Me and him just messed around against the computer on easy, and I just built up my army, and we destroyed them. That was fun, you know, because there wasn't no competitive aspect to it. I didn't have to rush. I didn't have to be on my toes. I didn't, you know, StarCraft is so competitive. And it's so hard. Like, it's such a hard game, especially when you start getting in the higher ranks, like literally, like, you know, from like master to grandmaster is literally timing. There's nothing about your gameplay or your APM. Well, I guess it's partially due to your APM, but only a little bit. But for the most part, it's timing and placement, and your micro. I mean, it depends on how you place your move, how you place your characters, how your hotkeys are, you know, how you decided to handle this dude making this certain unit or whatever. You know, game's very weird, and it's kind of hard to. It's really hard to play. Almost made it to gold back in the day. Not back in the day. I don't know why I say back in the day. It was like a year ago. But I almost made it to gold, and then Heart of the Swarm came out. I played the campaign, and I quit playing the multiplayer because I didn't want to learn new strategies. So, you know, I was just like, whatever. I don't care. Oh no! I remember why I quit now. I remember why I quit because Terran are OP. Terran are fucking OP. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. I will have this debate with them. Terran are fucking OP. And then after Heart of the Swarm came out, and they nerfed my infestors, and I could always deal with Protoss. Protoss, they're really good. They're really good, but you know they probably just got just as nerfed as us. People were scared of the Tempest before the game came out. They were like, "Oh my God, Tempests are going to be so OP," but you know Hydras can take out Tempests, so it's really not that big of a deal. But now they've removed their mothership. All they have is the core, which is lame. Their Void Rays are not nearly as strong. You know, it's Heart of the Swarm really nerfed the shit out of Terran. I mean, not Terran. Zerg and Protoss. And Terran, I felt like, didn't really get nerfed. I mean, you know, the fact that they pulled the Warhound out of the game, out of the beta. You know, they're nerfed. No, okay, the Warhound was ridiculous. If you guys ever saw the videos of the Warhounds, that unit was ridiculous. But spider mines are fucking ridiculous. I mean, okay, I'm gonna debate on this too right before I end the video. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. For those of you who know StarCraft, you'll know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't, I'm sorry, but Terran are OP, and you know why? Because they are the only race that can lift and move bases. Okay, they're the only race that doesn't have to fucking scout you. And don't bring up like, oh well, Protoss has observers. No, suck my dick. Okay, observers are not that great. Observers are really strong, but as far when it comes to, you know, anything else, like Marines for a first unit are fucking powerful. I mean, they are immensely powerful, especially with stim packs. If you go Marines, Medivacs, Marauders, or I don't know about in Heart of the Swarm, but at least beforehand, when you used to do that, they were unstoppable. And you know why? Because they can deal with Zerglings, they can deal with roaches, they can deal with everything because they constantly get healed and everything. And our best bet, especially as me as a Zerg player, was Infestors. And the fact that they nerfed Infestors and then gave fucking Terrans spider mines, I was so fucking mad, dude. Oh my god. Spider mines are so God, I fucking hate spider mines. And I hate people who give simple answers like, well, why don't you always have, you know, not an, is it, what is the thing called when you morph a overlord? Overseer. Why don't you have overseers ready? You know, you could have had an overseer ready. It's like, dude, it's like I can't predict everything. I usually have an overseer, but they can usually get around it. I usually don't have enough because there's so many things I have to multitask already, especially when dealing with Terran. You can't rush their base because they're just going to block in, and the fact that they can raise and lower their supply depot, but I can't raise and lower my fucking anything I block off with. If I block off with something, I have to fly over it, or I have to physically move it. And best bet is like a spine crawler, but the fact that you have to move it and it has to replan itself and it's down during that time, it's so stupid. It's really stupid. And the fact that Terran can just fly off all their bases and they can scan without having to without having to leave their base, so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. But so yeah, I guess this episode is coming to an end. I know I got really preachy this episode about Blizzard games, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna use that as a screenshot, but either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Next time, I don't know what we'll do, but we'll figure out something. And yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys next time.